Hi and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about my spring TBR, aka all the books I want to read this spring. These are all books I'm just really excited to get to or I think are perfect for the springtime. I think at the end of this video you'll be able to see how likely it is that I'll be getting to all of these books this season. But let's just get started with the book that I'm currently reading, which is Just Kids by Patti Smith. I've seen this book all over BookTok, Bookstagram, just everywhere I go this book pops up. I know next to nothing about her, but this book has been so highly praised that I really wanted to give it a shot. This book was actually blurbed by Johnny Depp, which I think is quite funny. I'm not sure why he is chosen. This is a biography about and by Patti Smith, who is a very famous punk rock musician. This is a book about her time as a struggling artist in New York and just how she got by and what she did and what she learned. I'm not that far in yet, but the writing has just been amazing. I feel like it's so honest and captivating, and I just really want to continue this book. I'm actually filming a video with this book, but I would be really surprised if you would be able to guess what video I'm filming just based on this book alone. So I guess you'll just have to wait for that video, but I've been really enjoying this, and this was definitely high on my spring TBR, so I'm really happy that I'm getting to it. The next book has also been very popular online, and it is I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. This book is a very short one, but it's been very popular because it's supposedly very thought-provoking and also a little bit sad. So I'm really intrigued by this book. The back says, deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. Watched over by guards, these women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only vague recollections of their lives before. So this is about a group of women who do not know men, as the title suggests. And I think they get to learn a bit of society outside of their cage, and we get to see how that affects them. I'm a little bit scared about this book, but I've seen so much hype around it online that I'm very excited to get to it. So this is also very high on my spring TBR. If you've read this book, please let me know what you think of it, because I'm really interested to know. Now, the next book that I've heard great things about is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. This book just feels like spring to me, and I've heard so many great things that I can't wait to read this. I don't know much about the plot itself, but I believe it's about two women, and this book kind of follows them throughout their lives. I know there are multiple books in this series. I'm not sure if there are multiple protagonists or if all the books follow these women through life, but this book has been so highly praised. I've seen so many people give it 5 stars that I'm really excited to read this. If I knew nothing about this book and I just saw this cover, I don't think I would have picked it up because I don't think I would have liked it. But knowing what the inside is about and that so many people like it, I just really want to give this a try. As I said, this is book 1. I believe there are 4 or 5 books in this series. So if I like this one, I will have a lot to get through. But that's only exciting. I'm going to start this spring, or at least I'm really hoping I will get to it, because this has been on my TBR for a very long time. I got this book very cheap secondhand, so that's always a bonus, and I'm really excited to get to this book. You may know that I've been wanting to read Tolstoy this year. I started the year by reading Anna Karenina, and I really want to get to War and Peace, but I'm just a little bit scared of War and Peace. I think I'm gonna save that book for the summer, but I do want to get some Tolstoy in this spring, and I've been thinking about reading The Cossacks by him. I feel like this is a very good warm-up for War and Peace, as it's also about war, but a lot shorter than that book. Coming from Anna Karenina, I feel like this is going to be a good transition book to go to War and Peace. The Cossacks is a fictional story, but I believe it's highly inspired by Tolstoy's own time in the war. I believe he wrote this when he came back from war himself, and he has used a lot of things that he saw in this book. So I'm really excited to see the historical context and maybe some things that actually happened in this work of fiction. I'm very excited to read this. I feel like it's a lot less intimidating than War and Peace. I believe it's only 180 pages, so it's a lot more easy to get through. So this book is definitely high on my TBR. I think I've been saying that with every book, but I'm just really excited to read these books, so they're all really high on my TBR. But I think I'm actually going to pick this up next, so I can say that with this book. The next book I feel like is perfect for spring because it's Letters Around a Garden by Rilke. This book features a lot of flowers and nature, and what season is better to read this than spring? The letters were actually written in April as well, so I feel like this is the perfect time to read it. The letter that is featured on the back was actually written 1st of April, so I think this is the perfect time to read it. and I really want to get to this in April. I really hope I can fit this book amongst all the other books that I really want to read. It's quite a small book, so I feel like it should be possible, but Roka books always take a long time with me because I just really want to take my time and savor this book. So it's not something that I would read in one day. So that's why it may take a longer time, but I always enjoy them so much. So I'm really excited to get to this one. As I said in my book haul video where I showed you this one, this book was actually published last year. The letters were written over 100 years ago, but they were all published in English last year. So for a little bit, Rilke actually lived in a castle in Switzerland, and this castle had a very big garden. So he started corresponding with a lady who knew a lot about gardening, and these are letters that they shared. I expect these letters to be a lot about gardening, but perhaps also life and love, and I think this is just perfect for spring, so I'm really excited to get to this. I know I keep saying it, I'm kind of a broken record by now, but I am just really excited to get to these books. This might be the most perfect book for spring because it's The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. This book is a children's classic about a group of animals, and these animals get up to a lot of shenanigans, so it's basically just a whole lot of fun and a really cozy book. I got this beautiful edition when I was on vacation last year in Germany, so it holds a special place in my heart. It's a puffin classic, and I feel like the art is just really beautiful, and it completely matches the season, so I'm really happy about that. I really like it when my TBR is very diverse, so this is the first children's classic that is going to go on the list. Now, I cannot have a seasonal TBR without a Jane Austen book, so this spring I want to read Emma. I would be excited to read any of Jane Austen's books, so I'm really looking forward to reading Emma. This book is about Emma, and she's a very smart lady, but she's also a little mischievous, and she plays matchmaker in her town, and things kind of go wrong from there. If it's like other Jane Austen books, it will have a lot of social commentary, very lovable, very hateable characters. Jane Austen just creates these beautiful, whimsical, funny, but also realistic worlds with these amazing characters, and I can't wait to read about this one. So I think that brings us to the end of my spring TBR. Let me try to hold them all up. I don't know if I'm able to. Okay, let me try. These are all the books that are my spring TBR, and I'm hoping to get to this season. As I said, I'm just really looking forward to each and every one of them. Please let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them. Also, please let me know what books are on your spring TBR because I would love to know. I think the next video on my channel will be the Emily Wilde reading vlog because I read all 3 books, but it's completely done and filmed, but it's just been a lot of work to edit, so I've been working on that slowly. I think this video is going up before that one, so the next video I'll upload will be the Emily Wilde reading vlog, and I will try to get it done this week. But it's just been a lot of work, so please be patient. So that's a little behind the scenes for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!